And so good morning to all of you. So glad to see you. And
Morning.
Joan, do you have a prayer you would like to start with?
I do have a prayer I'd like to start with. So let's all just settle down for a minute after that wonderful conversation with everybody and take a deep breath and just relax and let peace come in to your being, to your surroundings, just peacefulness right here, right now. Peacefulness is available at all times in any situation, and it's helpful. So this week we're going to pray for Chicago, and the United States, and planet Earth. And at this point, I'd like to open it up, and if you have someone you would like to send prayers to, you could just open your mic quickly, say their name, and we'll include them in this peacefulness. So now is your chance for praying for other people. And I'm going to pray for my friend Sandy in Oregon, who has a breast cancer challenge.
Anybody else have someone you'd like to pray for?
Yeah, I like to pray for you.
For me?
And,
Let's all pray for Dottie. That's a great idea.
Yeah, she's got to put up with Corky.
and Patty Ray.
Patty Ray.
And
Yes.
for Suska and her family.
Okay.
For my mom, she's been in and out of the hospital lately.
Okay.
It's affecting me.
Okay, we'll put those people in our prayers.
Any
I
other
want to
prayers?
hold up Janet Childs and
Corey?
and I'd like to just hold up my husband Carl and my daughter Sapphira Shannon and
Your mom?
and my mom. Yeah. We're all going through this time together.
Okay.
World in
My
chaos.
goodness, you have a lot of family that needs
Really?
prayers for.
Well, we just celebrate this opportunity for peacefulness and prayer as we come together today to participate in this great opportunity and celebration of life. And so it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joan. And something we're going to be doing is November 2nd, the first Sunday in November, we're going to have an open house. And that's going to be from 12 to 2, probably go later. We ask you to come by, drop by. You might not be wanting to get up early and go to church, but you could come by noon and we're going to serve food and we're going to have a party. And we're going to look at doing an open house once every 2 or 3 months just to get to see your face. I love seeing you on the TV. That's great, but I'd love to see you in person and get a hug. That's what life's all about, is that touching and feeling and being able to smile at each other. So, when you get a change, November 2nd. And now we're going to have a song by Songbird. Welcome.
So the theme today is be the light, and I think being a light is sort of an action theme too.
Yes.
Yeah. So this song I wrote many years ago for a volunteer recognition dinner, and so it's just that being a volunteer sometimes is how you step into it, right?
Yes.
When people move together, the world begins to dance. The beauty and the grace may look as if by chance. Our leaders are all volunteers, there's music to our ears. They give of themselves, for this we hold them dear.
say? Get a little, what?
Give a little,
Give a little,
get back more.
get back more.
Love a little, that's what living's for.
That's wonderful.
Give a little, get back more, will open up new doors.
Wow, that is so perfect. How wonderful. Thank you so much for singing for us today. And as you recognize, our wonderful Jan Jan is still in Italy, and she's going to be there for another week, and so we'll find out what's going to happen next week. So that was great, Songbird. And if any other people have a song they'd like to share with us, please, we could grab you out of your picture and we can hear your song. And we'd love to hear you. And talk to us. When I do my talk, I don't want to just have you sitting there going, okay, okay, okay. I'd like you to respond. So after my talk is over, please respond and let me know how you liked it and what you didn't like about it and what do you want to say to me so we can get your energy. That's the greatest thing about Sunday morning is getting people's energy. So be there for me, okay? Can you do that? Shake your head, yes.
Yes.
That's wonderful. And now we've lost Arlene. She shook her head, yes, put her thumb up and walked out.
Change her mind.
It's so nice to see all of you. I'm talking about be the light. Make a difference in life. Each one of you can make a difference. Have you ever walked into a dark room, stumbled over something, and thought to yourself, why didn't I turn on the light first? Sometimes life feels just like that. We move through moments of fear, confusion, and challenge as if stumbling in the dark until we remember something powerful. Each one of us carries a light within. The switch is already there. It's not about waiting for someone else to bring us a flashlight. It's about realizing that we are already the light. Each one of you has light within you. Start shining it. Let people see it. That's why I said I want you to talk to me today. I want to hear your light. Besides just seeing it, I want to hear what you have to say. And that's the theme of today's talk. Be the light, make a difference. Now let's start with an honest truth. We are not all light. We carry shadows too. Every single one of us. The shadow isn't bad. It's a place where our doubts, our mistakes, and our unhealed hurts live. But it's also where we store our lessons. Think about storing your lessons. Imagine a candle in the dark. The moment you light it, the shadows don't disappear. They simply shift, soften, and reveal new shapes. In the same way, when we stand in our light, our shadows are not destroyed. Instead, they're transformed into teachers, guides, and reminders of our humanity. Each one of you has a darkness, but start looking more at the light within you. That's what shines. And you can shine it by talking, by waving at people, by saying hello, by saying good morning. Imagine a candle in the dark. The moment you light it, the shadows don't disappear. They simply shift. And they soften and reveal new shapes. In the same way, when we stand in our light, our shadows are not destroyed. Instead, they're transformed into teachers, guiders, and reminders of our humanity. Sometimes your shadow is fear. A lot of us are worried about things. We're confused about other things. Politics now has some of us worried, some of us confused, Some of us just going within. Let it out. Find somebody who agrees with you and talk to them. Don't look for people who don't agree with you, because you'll find then you argue and then you go within. We want you to go without. Be the light. Sometimes your shadow is fear. Sometimes it's anger. Sometimes it's a voice that whispers, "You're not enough." How many times do you hear that? You're not enough. You're not good enough. Why, nobody wants to hear you. Nobody wants to listen to you. But here's the miracle. If you listen carefully, you'll often find that those shadows have been trying to protect you in their own clumsy way. Yeah, listen to the fear and then say goodbye to it. Don't bring it in. You can hear it, but let it go. Fear says, be careful. Anger says, this isn't fair. Even doubt says, prove me wrong. So as you're listening to people, listen to what they have to say to you. And you don't have to agree with them, but you don't have to make them wrong either. You just be there in the light. Bring the light around you and let it shine. And you can help them make a difference. Instead of you sliding into the anger, sliding in the negativity, find that place within you that's light. The task isn't to banish a shadow, it's to bring us into balance with your light. You have light within you. Let it shine. But here's the tricky part. It's often easier to shine for others than for ourselves. How many times have you lifted up a friend when they were down? Reminded them how strong, how beautiful, how capable they were. And yet, when it's your turn, you struggle to believe the same words. You find yourself drifting into negativity. Stop the drift. Just say, I am a good person. I am great. Standing in your own light means practicing the courage to believe in yourself with the same conviction you believe in others. Don't ever disbelieve yourself. You might have a day where you're feeling negative. You might have a day where you feel nothing's right. Stop it. Don't let it keep getting better, as you say to yourself. Let it go. Get out of the dark. First, awareness. Notice when your own thoughts start dimming your light. Pay attention to those inner whispers of doubt before they take over. And they could be little. They could be you looking at your hair and thinking, oh, my hair looks awful. I'm not going to go out today. Don't. Say, hey, I'm going to put on a hat like Dottie does, okay? And to get out of the doubt about yourself. And boundaries. Protect your light from those who would steal it. I call them light stealers. The folks who are always negative, always draining you. You don't have to hate them. Just don't hand them your batteries. Don't let go of your batteries. They're what keep you light. They're what shine your light. They're what keep you up and positive. And think of that. I'm going to hang on to my batteries. And self-compassion. When you feel low, don't scold yourself. You don't yell at a candle when its flame flickers. You gently cup your hands around it, shielding it from the wind. Do the same for yourself. When you get negative feelings, stop them and say, I don't have to think that. I can think positive thoughts all day. And when you say that to yourself, you're going to be amazed at how your thoughts change. And finally, smile at a stranger. Keep a list of all the gratitude you have for people. Laugh at a silly joke. Help a neighbor. None of these acts will make the evening news, but they will make your light brighter. By making your light brighter, you can stand with your hands on your hips, look at somebody and saying, hey, I believe in love. I believe in goodness. I believe in joy. And let people hear you and see you and get that feeling you're standing in your own light. I once thought I had to fix the whole world. Big mistake. The world is too heavy for one pair of shoulders. Then I realized if I smile at one person today, I've already shifted the universe just a little. That's enough. So I'm going to smile at Joan, and I'm going to smile at Songbird, and I'm going to smile at Lauren, and I'm going to smile at you over there, Ruth, and I'm going to smile at Corky, and I'm going to smile at myself. I can see myself on TV, and I'm going to smile at me. It's that easy to stand in your own light and carrying the light for others. And when we carry our light, something else happens. We become a spark for others. Have you ever been going through a hard time and someone said the right word, gave you a hug, or even just a smile? You have a friend, somebody you might talk to on the phone that says, hey, how you doing? And you say, I'm doing lousy, I don't know, I wish I were dead. And they're going to say, if they have the right light, oh, come on, you're a wonderful person and I love you. Let the people around you help you when you get into a negative place. They're the ones that have the power. They're the ones that can help you. Suddenly your day feels bearable again. That's what it means to carry the light. Let the light open up within you, and you will be known as a light carrier or a light bearer. And Joan is that. She comes here early in the morning and she brings food and she does the prayer and she carries a light within her that is so great to see. And everybody else in this room this morning is carrying a light. With Songbird singing a song that she has written, that's presenting a light to us. So open up. And it's not about perfection. It's not about fixing people. It's about being present enough that someone else remembers their own light because they saw yours. I'm brighter this morning because of the two women that started the show, as it were. And that made me feel good. Better. I felt good, but I feel better now. And think of the people around you that have that ability to make you feel better, to make your light come on. And you sure have people around you who do the opposite. Some of them can be family members, some of them can be old-time friends. But what you want to do is tell them, hey, I've got great news today. I'm the light.
Good things happening.
Good things happening, good.
That's my tagline. Because I read the paper looking for good things that are happening, not the tragedies. And I want to tell you that last week we prayed for Portland, and they started a lawsuit and prevented Trump from bringing troops in.
Nice.
And so I don't know the exact timeline, but I know we pray, and they don't have troops in Portland today.
Yes.
So prayer works. In my opinion, prayer works, and it's a good thing happening.
Thank you, Joan. That's a good thing, bringing in the light. There's an old story you might know. A man was walking along the beach, throwing stranded starfish back into the sea. Another person said, "Why are you wasting your time? There are thousands of starfish here. You can't save them all." The man picked up another starfish, tossed it into the water, and said, "I made a difference for that one."
That's right.
Yes, you make a difference in somebody's life every day. Make it positive. Make it so they feel good about themselves. Because once you feel good about yourself, you start shining it out. And that's the greatest gift you could give. Being the light, maybe you can't change the entire world, but you can change one moment in someone else's world. That moment matters. Balancing light and shadow. Now let's return to the idea of balance. Too much light can be blinding. Could be binding too, but blinding. And too much shadow can be despairing. True beauty happens when they work together. Think of a piece of art. What makes a painting or a photograph stunning? It isn't the light alone. It's the contrast. Think of that when you think of a great painting. The shadows give depth, dimension, and meaning. Without shadow, there is no shape. Without light, there is no vision. So here's a little practice we could do together. I want you all to close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow breath. Now picture a flame glowing gently in your chest. That's your light. Feel its warmth. Now imagine your shadow standing beside you, not as a monster, not as an enemy, but as a quiet guide. Together they walk with you, light showing the path, shadow keeping you grounded. Both belong. Both serve you. And now open your eyes. And think about what I just said. Show your light in you, together with you, light showing the path, shadow keeping you grounded. Both belong. I'm not saying you're never going to have a shadow in your life. What I'm saying is living as the light and ignoring the shadow. Sometimes you can just get rid of the shadow by telling the shadow to go away. Think about that. Sometimes you have people that you feel are a shadow in your life. Somebody who said something against you, somebody who hasn't treated you well, somebody who you just do not like. Don't think about them anymore. Don't send them negative energy. Just stop thinking about them. And it's easy to do. Now, if it's a relative, that might be a little more difficult. But with relatives, you'll find as you know them, they change. You're close enough that you notice the change in them. And when they're having a good day, be happy with them. Help them shine. Don't, when they're having a bad day, tell them how bad they are. Wait until they're having a good day and help them shine. That's one of the easiest things we can do, is help our relatives and our close friends shine in the goodness of their life. And even if they're going through a difficult time, help them see the shininess in it. And help them breathe better. so they can light up their light. What does it mean to be the light in everyday life? It means you choose hope over despair. What Joan said about what was happening in Portland, that's what she had hoped for. But she wasn't sitting around being mean about it. She wasn't saying, oh, this is awful, it's horrible. She said, I know it's going to get better. And it did. So what does it mean to be the light in everyday life? It means you choose kindness over cruelty. Be kind to yourself. That's the best thing you can do. When you're thinking about, what do I do today? Think of one kindest thing to do. Call up somebody you haven't talked to for a long time. Call up somebody you've just found out is going through a difficult time. Text somebody who you know is having to be bound, like I am, bound to the chair. Like when we were talking to, now I forgot your name, Marcia. We were talking to Marcia about the same thing. Give her strength. Say, I'm here to support you. I'm here to support you, Marcia, so you can get up out of that bed and you can move more on your own. How does it feel to know I support you? Does it feel good? Yes. She's shaking her head, yes. Anybody you know who's going through a difficult time, call them and say, I support you in this. I might not be able to give you money. I might not be able to get to your house, but my thoughts all day today are on you, supporting you in what you do.
I do that all the time.
You do that all the time?
Yeah. I decided not to ever do anything like on Facebook. I personal. I say I don't do anything bad. I always say something good. Otherwise,
that's wonderful. What a good thing to say. Think about that, all of you. That when you're on Facebook, don't say anything bad.
that's right.
Find something good to say about everything.
Otherwise, just let it go. Go somewhere else.
Yes, you can go someplace else too for the day and say, I'm not going to read the Facebook today.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff there. So all you have to do is just go, just don't do anything. Just let it go and go somewhere else on Facebook.
Yes, it means you choose presence over avoidance. You choose being present, but avoid the areas, avoid the places where you know it's always negative. Unless you feel that you're bringing some light into it, just avoid it. You don't have to bask in avoidance.
And Stephen says, do no harm.
Stephen says, do no harm. Thank you, Stephen. Yes. It means when you choose presence over avoidance, that's one of the greatest things you can do. It means you let your laughter ring even in difficult times. So think about laughter. Think about how much fun you have when you laugh. At somebody, with somebody, for somebody, to somebody, however you want to do it. But laugh more in your life. Bring laughter in every day. And if you get to the end of a day and you haven't laughed about anything, think about something really silly. You might go back and think about when you were first walking and how you tried to walk and you fell down and you got back up and you finally learned how to walk. That's one of the most positive things you've done in your life. So think about that. Think about something you've done in school. made you feel so good about yourself. Maybe you became a class officer, or maybe you had a special year where you got all A's. Think about things in the past and bring in their energy into now. And let your laughter ring by bringing in the past and holding on to the things that happened in your life that were so good, and stop thinking about the things that were bad. And stop thinking about the people you don't like. Think of the people you like, and especially the people you love. Keep the light in your life by bringing in the positive energy. I hear from people who talk about their children as if they hate them all. Think about loving your children outside their house. Think about talking about how wonderful they are. Think about something that you can share with people about how good your kids are. Because the minute you say that your child was good in one day in their life, it brings in joy into you. But if all you do is argue with people about how horrible your kid is, what does that do? That puts out your light. That makes you sad. So look at being the light doesn't require grand gestures. Sometimes it's as simple as not honking at the car in front of you. That's pretty simple, isn't it? But it makes you feel good. You feel like, I didn't scare that person. They're doing fine. Start looking at ways to feel positive about life. Or letting someone with fewer groceries cut in line. Or picking up the phone to call an old friend. You don't have to light the entire world. You just have to shine where you stand. And when you do, you give other people permission to shine too. If you call up somebody and you're in a good mood and they're in a bad mood, before you hang up, you'll notice their mood will change. They'll start feeling your light and loving you more. It could be a relative, it could be a friend, it could be somebody that you work with. But stand up for your lightness. Stand up for your ability to love people. And it's easy to do once you think about it. How do you stand up for people? You don't have to light the entire world. You just have to shine where you stand. And when you do, you give others permission to shine too. So think about where you're standing, what you're standing for, what you want to do, what you want to say to people, not negative stuff, but positive things. So get them excited about their life. But they're not going to be excited about their life if they feel that you hate yours. So find something that you can share with people that gets them excited about their life. We live in a world that often feels heavy. A world where headlines remind us of darkness, division, and despair. Look at the headlines. Look at everything you can read these days. Everything you're receiving from the government, everything you're receiving even from people next door. And it's negative. Change it around. Be the light. And let people know you're not fond of the government, or maybe you are, but you don't want to talk about it because it brings in negativity. Instead, say, hey, isn't the weather great today? It's 75 degrees here in California, at least in San Jose area. It's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day. And bring in the positive. I promise you that every time you do and choose to shine, even in a small way, you tilt the balance. Yes, you tilt the balance. You may never know how far your light reaches, but somewhere, someone is waiting for the glow only you can give. Think of that. The glow that today only you can give when you talk to other people, when you see other people, when you go to the store. Let somebody with fewer groceries go ahead of you. That's so simple to do. And it doesn't take that long. Think of other things that you can do to let your light shine. And as you do, you'll find you really like yourself. Liking yourself is the greatest gift you could give yourself. And when you like yourself, let yourself shine so that people can get in on that liking of yourself. And as you let yourself shine, you're going to be amazed how many people are attracted to you. But you might meet somebody who says, I don't have any friends. Nobody likes me. And I don't know what I've done wrong, but I've sure done something. Say to them, let your light shine. It's simple. When you let your light shine, other people are gravitating to you. So start doing it. Because somewhere, someone is waiting for the glow only you can give. Like Songbird today. I'm sure with her daughter, with her husband, with her mother, all the people she prayed for. They see your glow. They feel that glow. What Joan was talking about the world. It's a little bit of a drop of being so glad of what's happening. Because they're letting their light shine. They're not sitting here saying, oh my gosh, everything's going to hell. They pick up little things that let their light shine so they can help people. So today I leave you with this thought. Be the light. Make a difference. Because even the smallest flame can light the darkest night. And together, when we each shine, we create not just sparks, but a brilliant constellation across the sky of humanity. Think about that. Let's create a brilliant, brilliant constellation.
Yay!
Against the sky of humanity.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much.
Well
Now,
done. Well done.
anybody have anything you want to share?
I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
Years ago, my mother and I were not on especially good terms. We had moved to San Jose away from the family and, quote, abandoned them, unquote. And so we were a little on kind of iffy relationship status. And I went to Unity Church at that time, and they had a part of their service was praying for someone. So every Sunday for a year, I decided to pray for the most difficult situation in my life, which was my mother at the time. So I prayed for my mother every Sunday for a year during this prayer service. And at the end of the year, she had changed.
Yay!
Now, had she changed? Had I changed? Had the situation changed? I don't know, but from that point on, things were good for us, and we had a wonderful time in the next years, which were long, at least 20 years. And we went on a lot of camping trips and different adventures, and we had a great time. But I didn't let that iffy situation stand, and it resolved itself either through my changes or her changes.
Or both.
And it was probably both of us. So if there are difficult people in your life or difficult relationships in your life, the one thing you can do is be consistent in your prayer for them. I guarantee you, because of my own experience, I'm willing to guarantee you that if you pray for people regularly, they change, or you change, or the situation changes, and things become better. I guarantee it.
Thank you. Thank you, Joan. Yeah, thank you. Anybody else have anything to say about this?
I'd like to share something.
Yes.
First of all, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And I just want to, it took me back to my childhood in Mississippi, outside of a town called Clarksdale. And to my daddy, he had a saying with me was, well then, Joyce C., well then. It took me a while to understand what he meant. And I come to understand that when my father would say that to me, that meant I didn't have to go work the big fields of cotton and things with everybody else. I got to spend the day with him. And then he would tell me stories. And we would do things around the house we lived in. You know, we take care of the animals, et cetera, et cetera. But I wasn't working in the hot sun, hoeing cotton or thinning things and, you know, doing that kind of physical work. And the reason why that happened was because I would start to tell Daddy I was tired and I didn't want to go do it. And at some point, never on a Monday, never on a Friday or a Saturday. If for Daddy to take you from the field, it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because you were going to go back to the field the next day. But I was revived. I felt great. I spent the time with my daddy, and I felt changed. You know, I didn't feel like, oh, I'm just so tired and angry or whatever I was at that young age. So I just wanted to share that I still have those memories that causes me to stop. See, it's not about pushing, pushing, pushing. It doesn't work for Joyce C. It doesn't work. But when I can stop, whether it's for a few hours or half a day or whatever I do, the next day I am back into doing my work or my writing or whatever it is that I'm doing. And I am renewed because I had this remarkable man called Joseph Levi Thomas Brown, who taught me that it was okay to take time to yourself.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you
Yes.
for sharing.
Yay,
Yes.
Daddy.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else have something they'd like to share?
I have an announcement.
Okay.
At 2 p.m. today at the Summer Winds Nursery on Winchester Avenue, there's this marvelous speaker on butterfly gardening. And this woman, she's like downloaded 700,000 photographs of monarch butterflies and analyzed their nectaring plants and understanding what they need. Like really has done this. She's just, really devoted. And so she's presenting her research. And it's free if you can just go, if you want to go. It's just at 2 today. It's for 1 hour. And you get you sign up on summerwindsnursery.com under their events for the Campbell.
Which store?
The Campbell one, your store.
Yes, Ruth.
Just what Corky says reminds me, of that proverb, fall down 7 times to get up 8. Like you're not ever going to succeed with change if in a positive direction if you don't keep trying something.
If you don't change, damn it.
Well, and you have to keep trying, and you'll try different things in different ways to get to whatever it is that you need to get to. Different mental health techniques, different affirmations, so you can see yourself more positively and see the good things. And because if you you'll start to change, but you'll change the other direction. You'll start to stagnate.
Well,
You know,
everything
like water.
starts in your mind.
Right, but it's like, you know, water just sitting there eventually stagnates and becomes gross and nasty and everything, right? Right. So it doesn't matter what you do, some change is going to happen, whether it's going to be positive or not. So if you just don't give up, and then sometimes, you know, you need to, depending on what's going on, you might need to stay down for a little bit and rest before you try again. But you know, you just don't give up. You just
Great, don't give up. Just find a way to be positive about life. And in doing that, you'll find that things start getting better. It's amazing how when you start thinking about positive things, how your life changes. And when your life changes, you start loving everybody. You're not into hating the next door neighbor. You're not into hating your mother or your father or your in-laws or your kids. You just start loving people. And when you start loving people and accepting people for who they are, you find that they start changing in your eyes. You start seeing the good parts of them instead of always looking at the negative. And that's one of the things that I want to really press this morning, is that love people for who they are by looking at who you see they can be. So they might not just be it now, but you can foresee what they're going to be in the future when you start loving them. Because when you feel the love of other people, it's hard to be angry. It's hard to be very mischievous in your looks and your actions toward them. It's more into accepting people, loving people for who they are, and seeing the goodness in them. That's what it takes, is seeing the goodness in people and appreciating them. Next week, we're going to be talking about Indigenous people and Columbus Day. It's the same Sunday. Changing Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. That's what I call looking at the light.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
We're going to be changing it from Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day.
Joey's getting all excited.
And so as you look at that, Indigenous Peoples Day means shifting the focus from celebrating colonization to honoring the resilience, cultures, and histories of Native peoples. It acknowledges the harm caused by colonialization and creates space for truth, healing, and respect. The change is not just symbolic, it's a step towards justice, exclusivity, and recognition of voices long silenced. You don't hear a lot of the voices of what was going on before Columbus. And so that's what's going on with the Indigenous Peoples Day. So
I'm always amazed at the topics, the wide range of topics that Dottie chooses to bring to us. And I'm so amazed and so impressed. And right now we're going to pass the basket so you can give a little and get
Back more.
back more. like Songbird's song said, give a little, get back more.
Yes.
It's your opportunity to give a little and get back more. And you know that you can give through Venmo, Zelle, and your regular
Zell.
and your regular bank transfers also.
Yes.
Zell.
And,
Zell. Yes.
and we just give thanks for these contributions and for this community. And the fact that we are all together, and Dottie is celebrating a year from her stroke, which is amazing that she has come so far and is doing so well and thinks up all these wonderful topics. So we are celebrating our community, and the way the community keeps going is by regular giving that creates regular receiving.
Okay, where's the mission statement?
We believe in the continuation of the human spirit / soul in the afterlife and reincarnation. And we proclaim and affirm the spiritual nature of all faiths, religions, and creeds. Our vision is to co-create spiritual communities of love, trust, integrity, and mutual respect, which embrace our diversity, celebrate the oneness of the human spirit, serve the well-being of the human family, and honor the sanctity, thank you, of all creation. We accept the Creator is the moving spirit of all and the loving essence of the universe.
Yes.
Thank you, Corky. And that's what we're talking about today, is accepting people, but helping them find the joy within themselves. Helping them find what it is to make them happy so they're not always miserable. They're not always in a place where they are unhappy, feeling unwanted, and feeling unlooked at in a positive way. So what I'd like for you to do today is find one person that you've been angry with, one person you feel doesn't love you anymore, one person that feels that you are not the best person in the world, and call them and say, hey, just want to call and tell you it's a beautiful day. Or text them.
Love you, mean it.
Text you, love you, mean it. Just something to open up that relationship. Helping you to find your love for everybody that you meet, everybody you're related to, everybody that you know that has felt unloved by you, or everyone you know that you have felt is going through a difficult time. Send out your energy today. Please, we need to get everybody loving each other and letting everybody know the Creator loves you. You are loved by Creator. And the Creator doesn't say, I'm going to stop loving you. Creator says, you're a beautiful person. So I want you to believe that. Know that today. Honor yourself and honor other people, because that's what today is about.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye now.
Have a wonderful week. Love you.
Good day, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Blessings, blessings,
Bye.
blessings.
It'd be nice to
Bye-bye.
come.